Well, guys, we're at it again. What's up? It's Apollo here. Welcome back to another Total War Rome 2 Siege battle. This is once again a fun Rome versus Carthage battle. Now, if you guys saw a couple days back, we did Rome versus Carthage, where Carthage was attacking and Rome was defending Rome. Now, guys, we're doing Rome is attacking and Carthage is, well, you guessed it, defending Carthage. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm in this battle. I was streaming this live. So, yeah, that's cool, I guess. I don't know, random fact. The rules for this battle are pretty standard. I think it's max 4 skirmishers, 1 artillery, and max 2 pikes. We do have a little bit of a sally out here, but I don't think it leads into anything. So, yeah, I think the Romans, too, also had to select era-appropriate units. So mostly like Hastati, Precapes, don't worry, they're still extremely good. Rome, even in the early period units, the faction is extremely good. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, and yeah, let's jump into this one. So if you guys haven't already, don't forget your snacks and drinks, and of course, like, share, and subscribe the videos. I do appreciate it. So we got a little bit of a sally out here. So my teammate, he's going with an aggressive stand. He's got the Scorpion out. He's whipping out the Scorpion, showing the world. And he's also moving up some slingers. Now, we do have some artillery currently hitting their army. I thought this was a pretty good move by Rome. Notice the positioning of this artillery. It's got a direct angle on the... It's got an angle on the road here. So the reason they've angled this artillery here is because commonly this is a fallback position and it's pretty easy to hold. So I can already imagine they put the artillery there to kind of prepare for that. And if we do fall back, he's going to just shoot us to bits. But he is currently already firing. He's got 70 kills already. So yeah, that's kind of a rough start. I don't know. I don't think... I like the idea of the sally out. I like being aggressive. I just think he did it a little too early. I think if he waited a little bit longer until a better opportunity, maybe like wait until these... Because oftentimes, notice the siege towers here too. Notice where they're putting them. This is blocking arrow fire from the towers. He was probably going to do that over here as well. He could have waited for these towers to really commit and then sally out and try to pin them down and fight them out in the open. So I think that was the little mistake there by the Carthaginian player, which I forgot who's playing this faction. I think it's... is it Nelly, I think? Or you'll see at the end of the battle. But yeah, we've got tortoises currently coming up and getting ready to knock down the walls. It's also important to note that Rome also has a Scorpion, which is starting to rack up kills. Oh, only 15, which is not insane. It's got quite the distance it's shooting. Did it just shoot the back? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, the Scorpions are having a little bit of a Scorpion off. This one has 56 kills, so he is getting a decent amount of kills on the Scorpion. He's also got his Slingers up here, which has an angle on the Precapes. That's a good unit to really... wind down in terms of numbers. So it's going to actually stop that unit from pushing up the tortoise and getting to the walls. Some of the walls have already fallen, and we're going to take a bend but don't break approach here. We're going to let them come in a little bit and then plug the gaps once they establish themselves. We also, this is really annoying. I don't like this. They've got like little ballistas or scorpions on top of the towers. I think that if you drop the tower, these shouldn't function. I think I feel like you have to have a unit inside the tower for these to function. I don't know. Maybe that's a small thing, but like, they shouldn't be sitting there shooting me. I just think that's kind of lame without a unit in it. you know, you kind of have to rely on a unit to man the ballista. I think that would be way more interesting than having like default white, all white wearing mob bald looking ballista crew. Like what? Like what was the idea behind this? Let's just give them all white and they're bald and they all look the same. It's like, okay, you know, what? You know, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we've got some mercenary slingers trying to get into position, trying to find some good targets. Again, I love the aggressive play. It's kind of zoning back this Roman player, but things are about to get spicy. All right, guys, here we go. The Romans are finally pushing forward their troops and are going to fight for these breach points and try to get a foothold inside the settlement. My ally is focusing on this section. I do have a unit nearby, these mercenary warriors, but I'm just kind of, it's a support unit. I'm just sending them over here because it looks like Rome is sending a lot and I didn't want my ally to be overwhelmed. So I sent a unit over to help him out. I'm putting him in column formation to try to get some javies thrown before they commit into the fight. Over on the other side, I just have one unit and you can see I moved them up. I thought this would be close enough for a javelin throw, but apparently not. And I need to get them a little bit closer. And I'm like inching them forward. I'm like, are you guys going to throw your javies or what? Are you just going to sit there and cheer? There you go. So that was a nice hit. He actually kind of turned his back to me, so that was pretty swell. Back this way again. We're crushing them. Crushing them. They were a weak unit, but now he's sending in the Principes, which is an entirely different beast. Entirely different beast. So the fight has really, at this point, officially begun. And I've sent forward my Gallic warriors, my mercenary warriors, to crush the Hastati. Now, he's hitting me pretty hard with the arrows, so I need to fall back and not get in this, because I need to make it where I put the wall kind of in between me and the enemy. Makes it a little bit more difficult for these Syrian archers to fire. Now, if you guys remember in the last battle where Carthage was attacking Rome, I said in the video that we said no Syrian archers. We actually said 2 Syrian archers per army. That's my bad. I completely forgot. But in this battle, it's unlimited Syrian archers. So they're going to use them to their fullest extent. And these guys that I have here, I also have some mercenary Scutari or Scutar or whatever. Scutari, I think that's it. Anyways, they're not the greatest at the protection against the ammo fire. And Rome is really starting to push forward quite a bit of forces here. Along with the arrows, it's trouble. It's definitely trouble. But over here, we're doing well. We're doing well. We're holding. We've broken some Roman units. And I saw that my ally here is doing well. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to send back my unit of mercenary warriors to my side because I'm not doing well. And I had to rush out of there. Look at a unit of 96 are breaking right now. And that is mostly because of the archer fire, I imagine. Also, the Pila being thrown in by the Hastatis, not very nice either. So I'm trying to retreat. He goes for the bait. So I've set up a little bit of an ambush point here. Oof, that stings. So he's going to pursue me, and I'm going to lick my lips. And I'm going to go for this charge. I could have probably timed this charge a little bit better, a little sooner. Boom. Ah, delicious. So a nice charge on the side of the Hastati, and now they're fighting a two-front war, so to speak. But yeah, that was a nice little exchange there. But was it enough to overcome all the losses I had over here? Probably not. So Rome is now starting to really focus their attention on this side, which is causing a bend in the defense. And you can see he's repositioning his troops. Over on this side, the Scorpion is done. It got 266 kills. So that was a good use of the Scorpion, honestly. He got his money's worth plus some with the 266 kills he got with the Scorpion. So congratulations with that. That's really nice to see, especially because he kind of struggled at the beginning dealing with the enemy artillery, you know, shooting at his men. Now I'm sending back my warriors, which now have 1 chevron, I think, unless I gave it to them in the army creation, you know, stage of the battle or phase. So yeah, I'm sending back units to help my ally because I noticed, yeah, he's fallen back and we got to reorganize. And ooh, Libyan infantry, Carthaginian hoplites, they're getting hit hard by Pila and they're about to get flanked over here. About to get hit. They're about to get hit. But it doesn't seem like Rome is too interested in attacking this side. Of course, they've got 1 unit, but I think it's really just to zone me out so I don't push in and get behind them. Rome is really just kind of focusing their fight on this front. We are breaking some Roman units. That's good. But look how many units Rome has. This is not going to be an easy fight. We really got to chip away at their numbers without losing too many of our own. Just getting some nice panels of the fight here, paneling the camera, getting some good shots here as the sexy Romans push into our lines. And yeah, they are making quick work of us. You know, it's funny, when I was playing this live, it felt like we were holding much longer than we were. Maybe because there was some lag, which might be the case. It's always nice to have some lag so you can think about what you're going to do next. Over on this side, the Romans are pushing and trying to scare off these slingers. Slingers have 58 kills, so they still have some more kills in them for sure. And then you've got the medium spear infantry here, the Vigils. I never know how to pronounce them. But yeah, they are getting charged by Cav. They form a square, which is pretty smart. This one Cav guy's like, excuse me, pardon me. Gotta go with my unit, excuse me. Just a random Carthaginian. Look at him. Look at this. Let's see if he gets a kill. I'm watching you. Yeah, he's courteous, but deadly. Now, I'm not gonna follow him around, but yeah, he just kind of like made his way through. Another unit down from the Romans. That's pretty good, even though it's a crap unit. Let's go back to this main fight. We got 1 unit, and this is what I was talking about. This is the fallback zone. This is a narrow street that you can hold few against many. And this is honestly where we need to punish them. I do have a wall catapult. If you look over here, I haven't activated it yet, but you can take control of these catapults and change the angle of them drastically, which you'll see me do pretty soon here. If I don't do it soon, I will do it very soon. So hopefully soon. Back in the center, we're making some progress. The archers are lighting up these Romans like they're pin cushions. Libyan infantry still holding the line. Look at that. My sexy Libyan infantry. And they're going to go ahead and prepare themselves for another wave of Principes. So, of course, we had the deadly Cretan archers, which aren't as good as the Syrian archers, but considering their era, they're a little earlier period, I think they're pretty good. Yeah, this unit, it's got 71. I haven't been really using too much of my ammo. I've been trying to hold on to it. But now's the time we got to start, you know, we got to start letting arrows fly and killing some of this infantry, because this is nasty. There's a lot of Romans in one area. A lot of Romans. Letting my infantry rest up over here. Was it my Libyan that was holding? I think it was my allies' Libyan. Whatever. We're a team. Oh, 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 you dog. So they've just broken through another Carthaginian defense. I'm going to retreat my infantry because there's no point in fighting these Principes. They're going to rip my skulls off, so I'm not going to do that. I've moved over some infantry on the walls to try to hit these guys from behind the Hastati with my Javies. So I'm just going to sit up here until I use up all my ammo, which is, I think, right about there. And then I'm going to get out of there because there's no point because they could climb up and kill me. So I was just a little peekaboo, you know, a little like, hey, how's it going? Running up there saying, hey, throwing down some Javies, you know? You know how it is. You know how it is. So Carthage, well, obviously Carthage. We're defending this the staircase now. Again, we don't want to necessarily lose this area because if we do, they can quickly get troops up on this ledge and then they can use the ledge to fire down into our victory point, which is our last stand. So we want to try to maintain this position as much as possible. And the question is Rome going to commit this way or is he going to continue to funnel all his troops here and here? It seems like he is. And oh, look at this. We got a little sneaky cav charge that went through the breach here. It doesn't really lead to much, but it was a valiant effort. I like the aggressive play. I love the aggressive play. More infantry fighting the good fight over here as well. So we got a couple Principes. Still trying to fight uphill. Up on the stairs. They fight. Look at that. Just using that vantage point to bash their shields on them. Let's head back this way and we can see that we're doing a decent job of keeping the Romans at bay. I got some Libyan infantry in column formation. What about that catapult though? I haven't started firing it. I'm holding on to the ammo. Interesting. Looks like Rome's trying to chase, and oh my gosh, I can't believe they just pulled that off. See, that's the other challenge of these long-term sally outs. It affects your micro. This unit's crushed. Wow. He actually pulled off a charge on the cav. And it's tough. It's tough. Hopefully these slingers could sling a little bit, but oh, the general has something to say about that. And now we got infantry coming in to support them, but they're going to scare them off. And that was a good use of the general. It kind of protected his infantry from getting slinged from the back. That was a good job by the Roman player. And more Romans are breaking from the center. And look at all these Syrian archers showing up right in the center. Nice. So we're going to keep fighting over here for a while. Keep on fighting. And it's really a battle of two choke points at this point. We got the main stair choke point, and then we have the side wall choke point. And we're... Oh, there's my artillery. Yeah! Look at this. I accidentally hit the general. I was not general sniping whatsoever. I was intentionally trying to just fire over this wall like this. This was my idea. That was my strategy to just fire over the walls and make it land on this Roman infantry scum. But I aimed a little high and got his general, which is hilarious. That's a good miss. You know what they say? You miss small, you aim small, you miss small. That's what they say. It's what they say. So, yeah. I see that he's putting up a little bit of a fight here. I'm trying to rush up my archers on this wall, but unfortunately, the Romans show up with some Principes, and they're going to take on my Libyan infantry. So I moved up my swordsman to protect my archers up on this wall. Excuse me. I was trying to get my ally to fall back, and that way my archers can get in range and support them and shoot these guys, maybe even potentially kill a general. But unfortunately, I just don't think he could get back. So my archers were kind of useless here. So I need to honestly just get them off the wall and probably just fire at the troops on the walls from the side. Back over this way. Look at this. A new choke point has just opened up. So now we're fighting a 3-point battle. A crazy 3-position battle. Got the arrow towers kind of supporting over here. The center is really cracking. I mean, we're starting to falter here in the center. This far side, we're trying, man. Oh, there goes more artillery. Nice. Hitting something. As long as I hit something. The thing is these don't count as kills at the end results, which is kind of a bummer. There, I hit the tower of my own wall there, which is funny. Here comes another one. So I think at this point I'm going for the archers because they're so blobbed up. It's an easy, yeah, see, easy target from my artillery. Here comes another one. Yeah. It's barely hitting them. It's not really doing much, but I don't. Oh, that's a good hit. So close to hitting these guys. I really got to just like skim the surface here. Oh, I just friendly fired, but I did also hit these guys, the Principes. So it was a challenge because this is me manually firing, and I'm trying to fire over this wall to where the shot is just barely over it to hit those units. But I think I hold fire here and I focus on microing elsewhere in the battle. Still fighting for the walls, still fighting for the ground, the street. And Rome is attacking this far side now, so we got to dedicate some troops over here. And they still have a lot of infantry left, but we are starting to chew down some of their numbers. And we got a decent number of infantry left ourselves as well. So now I've set up archers over in this little tucked away corner because I wanted to get an angle on the infantry that's fighting my Libyan infantry. It says unit is losing, so if I'm going to win this engagement on the walls, I need my archers to get involved and start chipping away at these Principes as they fight it out. Down in the streets, still one unit of Libyan infantry holding back the Principes. But of course, we got reserves ready to go in. Libyan infantry still holding the center. It's been an absolute bloodbath. I mean, blood would just be pouring down these stairs. I mean, how cool would that be if they actually did that? Just fun to sit back and watch them fight it out. I got more infantry up here. I think I'm just kind of holding this stairway because they could climb up here and get on the towers, you know, the walls over here and capture the towers. So I got a depleted unit. It's a little bit of a speed bump, holding back the Triari. The Triari. A glorious fight indeed. Now, thanks to the archers that were supporting my infantry on the walls, I'm actually winning this fight against the Principes. And I was kind of thinking, like, if I could break them fast enough, I could even charge down the stairs and get on the side of these Romans. Certainly could. I certainly could. We're now down to the last 17 minutes of the battle. You can see it's become quite the grind fest as we are fighting for choke points. Well, a few minutes have passed, guys, and we have officially defeated the Romans up on the walls. But look at this, being the typical Romans that they are, it looks like they're sending up another unit that we're going to have to fight. We're still holding over on this side. We're using archers. We're using our infantry, doing everything in our power to hold back this Roman war machine. In the center, I've now had to dedicate a unit of mercenary Samnite warriors. And they're taking on a unit of Principes. And then on the far side, we've got another fight for the walls. This time I sent another reserve unit of mercenary Samnite warriors to try to hold back these Principes or Triarii and defend this position. And it looks like my Samnite warriors will be strong enough to hold them back. And of course, we still have this battle going on in the streets. Yeah, it's a glorious fight. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of support from the archer fire. Here comes another unit of Romans. Yes, sir. There's another unit of Romans. Oh, just when you thought you've killed them all. I've set up some archers up on this wall as well, and then I noticed, oh no, my unit is breaking. There goes my artillery again. I'm trying to shoot the artillery and get some hits on this infantry that are stationed back here. Just doing everything in my power and in my control to weaken the enemy and chip away at their numbers, because this is definitely an uphill battle. Let's see if we can follow a shot here, or am I not gonna fire? I don't think I'm gonna fire, actually. Yeah, I probably deselect it, and I go back to microing. I'm sending up another unit of infantry. It looks like we're doing our dangdest. Over this way, I've also committed my sacred band to hold the center. The boys in purple and bronze. Very cool. And surprisingly, we're still holding over on this far side. A crazy struggle indeed. Sacred Band, always a scary hoplite type unit. It's a heavy spear unit. They just look really cool. They look really cool. And very good play by the Romans to just throw their Pila into our blob. We probably shouldn't have blobbed up this much, but it is what it is. I think our entire... Oh, okay. He sallied out his general, but other than this general, our sally out force is pretty much vanquished. And there's still a lot of Romans left on the battlefield, guys. And let's have a little analysis of what I have left. So all I have left is African pikemen. In terms of infantry, all I have left is African pikemen. Every other unit of infantry has engaged the fight. This is it. It's African pikemen, my general, and archers that are away from the fighting right now. So, I'm going all in here, and we got to try to chip away at their numbers. We got to try. All right, so unfortunately my sacred band are down to the wire. They got 61 men with only 28 kills. That is terrible. Terrible. My ally is sending up some reinforcements. Another unit of Libyan infantry. We got a general off guard, so we're catching the very end of this. But this Roman general did a ballsy move of running his general through here and trying to get my archers. My general was nearby. We had infantry nearby. We've got a friendly general nearby. This is going to lead to the death of the Roman general. Oh, yeah. Which is kind of surprising that he's even lasting this long. I mean, the Roman generals are more there for their brains rather than their bronze. There they go. Finally, he's breaking. I was like, this is ridiculous. I was blown away by how long he fought for. And here comes my pikemen. And I was like, all right, I can't hesitate with the pikemen because they might see them coming. So I need to just get them to the front line, get their pikes down, and try to kill as many as possible. Ton of pikemen holding the line. That's good. Now they've got their archers nearby, and I'm sure they're gonna rip up my pikes. Yep, there they come. Already coming. And that's the funny thing. When I was building the army comp of my army, people were saying, oh, you're not gonna bring any pikemen? At least bring one pikeman. I'm like, against good players, pikemen are virtually useless because they're gonna be aware of it and they're gonna save their ammo to take them out. And pikemen are like, I don't know, they're like paper. You know, they'll just get shredded. Literally shredded in a shredder machine, and that is the archers. And that's something I gotta look out for. And here comes all the archer fire. Here it comes. Here she comes. So you can see that we're desperately trying to hold on here. It's a tough fight. The balance of power is not looking great, but we still believe. I mean, we're fighting for our home city. There's no retreating, you know, nothing like that. We're just fighting for our home city. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice to be fighting for something you believe in? That's nice. Amazingly, we're still holding this center. Look at this. Libyan infantry with 64 kills. Still has 110 men in the unit. Taking on a unit of Principes that have 48 kills with a unit of 143.
As you command! Fight for us! Ready!
Again, in typical Roman fashion, when one unit fails to take a spot, just send in another one. And the Romans are sending forward a unit to take on my Libyan infantry. I've got my pikes, which have 47 kills, very bad. And they're down to 46 men. Very bad, very bad. Oh! Then I charge in my general because I'm like, yo, what's up? Because I gotta buy time. We gotta amass our units. So this is our last desperate retreat. We're falling back over here to get ready to hold. We got units falling back. I've got archers that have 145 kills, so they're probably out of ammo. I'm gonna use them to hold. I've got a unit of my Samnite warriors who cleared out the top. They're gonna keep staying up here, throwing down javies and whatnot, and they're gonna fight it out. They're gonna fight it out on the walls. This section is about to fall. Mercenary Cretan archers trying to hold them back. I mean, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Just sending everything I got at the Romans. Send everything. Trying to charge in my general there. Just sending bodies into the fight. My troops on the walls are fighting it out with Principes. Got some Libyan peltists that I've been using. They got 54 kills. So we're going to kind of use them up, and I think I used up all their ammo, so we're going to have to go into melee here soon to hold off the horde. I got my general. I'm still fighting up on the walls like an absolute lad. The Romans have surrounded me. Look at, they're forming up here. They're probably going to throw. Look at this. They're going to throw down some javies on my units, my men. And there you have it, guys. That is the battle for my army. As that's really the battle overall. Now, it wasn't a close battle. There's still, as you can tell, a lot of Roman units, but it felt close. And that's the only way I could explain this battle. It just felt like we were doing better than it looks here. Like, I felt like we held them pretty well here and there. We had good choke points. We fought hard. We fought hard. We sallied out. We hit them with, you know, like there was a lot going on in this battle. So again, not the closest of battles, but a fun one tactically. And I'm not even upset on how well I did. I felt like I did a pretty good job. It's just, here's the thing. I think the Roman players were better players, and they're playing as a better faction. Even with the rules where they can only bring, you know, era-appropriate units, Rome's still better than Carthage. So I think, yeah, I think we did well, is basically all I'm saying. We got some generals charging. I'm just going to fast forward here so we can get to the end results. But we bled them, you know, we bled them a little bit. We made them work for it, but it was a pretty decisive victory. in terms of a Total War multiplayer battle. It might say close victory here. Yeah, costly enemy victory. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess. That's such a campaign metric there. Anyways, let's end the replay, look at the results. So, I actually did really bad. I got the least amount of kills. I think in the other battle I got the most. But anyways, GG to all my players. We got Unsainted Smoke. We got Nella. I think I called him Nelly at the beginning. Nella, my bad, bro. He did really good with the Scorpion. And then, of course, Marketable Skills. You got Adam Litz and Ironclad. So, really good job. Marketable Skills. Really good player. Of course, getting just under 2,000 kills. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed the battle nonetheless, even though it wasn't super close. It was fun. A valiant defeat. See, the game says it's valiant. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.